Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is February the 4th, so this means it's Vlogentines number 4. I hope y'all are having a happy Thursday. We are having some really nice weather here. It's like 60. I walked in short sleeves after I cleaned off the back porch today. It's like crazy windy, but it's like the weather is like so nice. The sun's out. Golly. So I'm sorry for some of y'all that are buried in the crazy snow, because y'all all know that's not my gig and it does not make me happy, and I love the warm weather. As I got in front of my neighbor's house, he opened up the door and he said, I was just stepping out to see how nice it was. I'm about to go for a run. And I said, man, it is crazy nice. And he said, I'm heading out then. I mean, it is so nice. So I'll be trying to send all that nice weather juju out, because I know a lot of y'all are not having that right now, and y'all are kind of shut in, not just because of the corona, but because of the snow, which is not for me. Not for me. For all y'all that checked on Ari Kyle, she did not go to school again today. She stayed home with her mom. She just had a tiny bit of fever, but her allergies are just wow, kicking, and she's just kind of laying around and, you know, just all heavy-headed and everything. So she stayed home again today from school, so she's just resting and being a little house bird these past couple of days. So hopefully by next week she'll have her, maybe have it leveled out a little bit, and she'll be back at school, because she does, if she misses her Valentine party, y'all know it will be the end of the end. If she misses her Valentine party, it will be no good, because she loves her party and loves to boss people around at a party and tell everybody how the party's supposed to go. So we can hope that she is feeling better and gets to her party and does not miss it, because she will sure be sad. But we picked up Kimmy James yesterday, you know, and had a good time, and their mama picked him up, and then I filmed last night real quick before James got home. So we checked a lot of things off our list yesterday, but one of them was not getting the back patio cleaned off, and it was bad news. There were leaves everywhere and dirt, because the dirt, it's so dusty and dirty around here, and when the blows, it just blows dirt everywhere. It was on the arms of the chairs and on the table back there. It was just nasty. So everything's cleaned up and everything's watered, because it's supposed to get, we're supposed to get really cold here this weekend for just a couple of days. But I like to water everything really good before we get a really bad cold snap, because most everything's here will kind of overwinter if you know, if you keep them watered and things. So I try to give them all a real good drink before we're going to get some stinky weather. So I got all that done today and got everything picked up. I mean, several of my chairs have blown over. The wind had been blowing so hard. The barbecue grill, it had blown it up into the pergola further. I mean, I guess the wheels had come unlocked and it had blown it up in there further. It's blowing so hard. So I pushed it back and locked the wheels back down and got everything resituated. So I'm ready for the next round to come again. But I watered my ferns and then put them back up in the corner, and I've been trying to nurse them along. My Kimberly Queen ferns, I don't know why, they're not that expensive, but for some reason I have in my mind that I'm gonna nurse them along this year, and so far so good. Daddy has had the same thing with theirs. I was laughing because Annie said my daddy has been doing the same thing when I noticed it at Christmas. And she said, yes, your daddy has in his mind that we're going to save these ferns. And he has been watering them and babying them and covering them up there in the corner. I said, hey, I've been doing the same thing. So evidently this is the year of Save the Ferns. So if any of y'all are saving your ferns, also let me know. Evidently it's a club of sorts. But James Williams sent me a cartoon. And it got me thinking how different things are now than they were when we were kids. And when we were kids, you know, we rode in the back of the truck all the time. And we rode on the back of the truck on the farm to market road, and it was miles from my grandparents' house to my uncle's pasture, and they'd go check the cows and feed down there and stuff. And we would ride for miles, you know, several miles in the back of the truck. And even in the pasture, we always rode in the back of the truck. And he sent this little cartoon, and it had this little duck family in the truck, you know, and it showed nowadays in this little minivan, and it showed the 5-point harness, you know, and all the airbags, and, you know, all the little cameras and the signals when you go across the line and all these things. And then it shows the dad hitting all these bumps back in the day. And, you know, he says, hey kids, hold on, we're fixing to hit some big bumps. Find something to grab onto, you know. And I was laughing because, like I said, we used to ride in the back of the truck all the time. All the time. And when we would sit on the tailgate, you know, we would just sit on the tailgate. So, you know, you let the tailgate down, and we would just, you know, we would be sitting here with our legs hanging down like this. And, you know, the pasture, you know, ain't smooth or anything. And if you cut across, sometimes he would cut across, if it had been rutted up, if it had been muddy or anything. For whatever reason, Papa cut across and hit a big bump. And the tailgate, you know, popped like this. And my sister went flying out the back of the truck, off the tailgate, and landed in a big pile of cow poop, and jumped up, bawling, and started chasing after the truck. Well, of course, you know, my papa's still driving, you know, and then we're all, you know, we go hollering and he stops, you know. I mean, it all happened that fast. I mean, it's not like he'd gone half a mile. It was just that fast, but it seemed like forever. But she is bawling, you know, and of course has cow poop on her and everything. It's, you know, so dramatic. But I'm thinking, Lord have mercy, that would never happen nowadays. That would never, ever happen nowadays. Not in a million years would that happen. There's no way. And we got in trouble because we was laughing, and we would, you know, we wouldn't stop laughing. And it was hard to stop laughing because it was funny. It was funny. It would have been funny if it was anybody, not just because it was, you know, a sister and she was the littlest, you know, but it was funny. I guess Kim Bodie was older than her, but, you know, they were the littlest ones, and so it was funny, but we did get in kind of trouble. But it was hilarious after James sent that cartoon, and it got me thinking about that and thinking, Lord have mercy. There ain't no way. There ain't no way. No way. I mean, the girls, I think technically they can probably get out of their car seats now, but like height-wise or something, you know, but, or age-wise, but, you know, once they get out of the car seat, like there's nothing, you know, there's nothing around them boxing them in or anything. I mean, you know, you just feel like they're so much safer because they're still both, you know, small and frail. And so, you know, just let's leave them in the car seat. Can they stay in the car seat till they're, you know, I don't know, forever? They stay in the car seat forever? Just leave them in there for all time? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know, the 5-point harness and the, you know, I am so good with that. I am so good with that. No problem at all. Side airbags, rear airbags. I'm good with the whole shebang. And there certainly won't be no riding in the back of the truck on the tailgate. No. It's just funny that, you know, things are so completely different. So completely different. You know, you just didn't, I don't know, you just didn't think about it. And I guess people didn't get hurt. I mean, I never heard of anybody, we didn't know of anybody that fell off the back of the truck and got hurt. I mean, all of our friends, everybody we knew, all their kids, you know, rode on the back of the truck. and we never knew anybody that fell off and got hurt. And so, and now we didn't get to ride on the tailgate on the, you know, on the farm to market road. That was just in the pasture. Once you got on the farm to market road, you had to get up in the back, and, you know, the tailgate was shut. But, and it's farm to market road. There wasn't very many people on it, you know. And so, I mean, I guess that's the thing. It's just so completely different. But that's the thing, is it's so completely different than things are nowadays. I mean, crazy different than things are nowadays. There is just no way possible. You know, we played outside all day out in the country, and, you know, went up in the woods and all, and there's no way. There's no way. So I don't know if we had, I don't know if we were more well prepared, or I don't even think the girls would. I don't even think if you said, I don't think that, I don't think they would. Aria, possibly. But I'm not even sure about that. It's just funny how things change, like crazy change. And you don't think about them until you, like he sent that cartoon, and it was like, I realized, wow, holy moly. Wow. Well, it's like the truck he had whenever we got married. The truck he had, we got pulled over one time, and the highway patrol comes up there and says something about us not having our seatbelts on. And we're like, we have our seatbelts on. And he said, I can see from the back that you don't have your seatbelts on. And we're like, we have our seatbelts on. And he was like, you don't have your shoulder belts on. And we were like, it doesn't have shoulder belts. You know, it was an older truck. And I guess he wasn't just, you know, he just wasn't thinking, you know, because he couldn't see this when he passed us, because it was an old truck and it didn't have them. So I don't know if it was just a pretense to stop us for something else, but, you know, it was like, now that you think about it, how weird is that? Before that, they didn't have no belts. And then they had just the lap belt, you know, was it, just went across your lap. And you know, and now you have this. So it's just so funny. It's just so funny. I'm thinking how funny it is that, how things change, and they change gradually, and you don't realize it. You know, you don't realize it. It's like the old saying, on the day a calf's born, you can pick it up. And you pick it up the next day, and you pick it up the next day, and you pick it up the next day. If you continued to pick it up every day, would you always be able to pick it up? You know, but you stop picking it up at some point, and then you can't pick it up. You know, because gradually, things gradually, so would you gradually get stronger, stronger, stronger? At some point, logistically, you couldn't lift it because it would be too large. But, you know, you just don't, you don't think about it, because gradually it just gets a little bigger and a little bigger. And then one day, holy cow, you know, it's cow. So it was just, anyway, that's where my brain has been today for what rambling is worth. That's kind of where my brain has been today after James sent that funny cartoon. That's where my brain has been, thinking about how things have changed over the years, and for the better. Because I guarantee you, if Kimi got cow poop on her, it would not just be bawling for a little bit. It would probably be bawling for like 27 years. She would be ruined probably for a lifetime. Absolutely ruined for a lifetime. But I wanted to show y'all this. I had it the other day, and this is the companion piece to the You're Cut From a Pattern I Love, out of the old Leisure Arts magazine I showed the other day. And it is, I think it's by Sisters 2, maybe. Anyway, I think on Vlogentines 1 I talked about it. But it says, always my friend, you lighten the load and keep my barrow on the road. And they're just little girls pushing a wheelbarrow like this. And I had it in my house, in my kitchen, in my everything. I stitched it in 96. And it's been in a box. And it's just in the frame like this. And I'm never going to probably display it like this again. I mean, the mat is faded. I love the red because I always love red. Red's always good for me. I'm thinking of busting it out and putting it on a tote bag because I take so much stuff to the post office usually every week, right? I always have stuff to go to the post. And I'm thinking if I take it off there, take it out of the frame, put interfacing on the back of it, and put it on a tote bag, that would be a fun way to save my stitches, reuse my stitches, and still get to see them. Because I love the little saying on there. And I love the little girls in the barrow. It always made me think of Sister and I on the wheelbarrow. And playing together in the wheelbarrow and everything. I loved it. And so I hate that it just sits in a box because it's so fun. And it's, I guess it's on fiddler's cloth. It's probably 14 count fiddler's cloth. That's what it looks like. Yeah, 14 count fiddler's cloth. It's probably gonna glare up like crazy on there. But they're so cute with their cute little faces. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna bust it out and make it into a little tote bag, and then I can take my letters and packages to the mailbox in it. And that way my cross stitch mail will be in a cross stitch bag, and my little cross stitch piece will get out of the darkness and not have to keep sitting in a box where it doesn't get to be seen, which is just kind of sad because it's a cute, fun little piece, but the framing and the mat are just like crazy dated. And I mean, I could take it off there and just, you know, put it on some mat board and things like that, but I'm just thinking about putting it on a tote bag. So probably a tote bag instead of a mat board, but who knows. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking about because I don't, I have a little red bag that I use that Sarah gave me for being a bridesmaid in her wedding. It hangs on the hall tree, but it also has, I keep my stocking cap and Kimu stocking cap in there and like that. So when I use it on usually Saturday, I have to take it out and then put that stuff in and then go to the mailbox and then come back and put that stuff back in and then hang it back up. So I thought, well, if I make myself another bag, I could, out of this, then I wouldn't have to use that one. It's not that I don't have any other bags, but that one is like real square like that. And it's not huge. Like the other bags I have are either huge square, like giant, or they like go in like that. And I don't want it to be a bag that goes in because I don't want it to, you know, bend the charts. I don't want it to push up on the charts like that. So I thought, well, that might be a good size for mailing packages. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking about that. That is the that's a previous stitch that I'm thinking of saving in that way because I hate that it just sits in the box looking very sad and unloved in there. And it needs to be out and making friends and influencing people on its day-to-day rounds, or at least in my mind it does. Aria. Yesterday we were measuring. Measure today. She wanted to measure everything yesterday. She had out the measuring tape and we were measuring everything. It was a day for measuring. I don't know why some days are measuring days, but they are. And we were measuring all the things. She had the little green measuring tape right there and we were measuring all the things yesterday. So that was, she asked me how to measure, how to write measure, and that's her measure today. It's been quiet here without her today, that's for sure. That is absolutely for sure. But I'm glad she wasn't here while I cleaned, so I could get the back porch cleaned off, so I didn't want her out there in more allergy air. I haven't cleaned it up all this week with her here because she definitely doesn't need to be out there breathing more junk. So I got it all cleaned up while she was home with her mama today, so that's a good thing. But it has been real quiet with her not here today. And I have, I grabbed these, and I'd have to get my book to see who shared these, but these are adorable. I try to stitch these this weekend so we can share these on. These are by Homespun Elegance, and there's 3 of them. Homespun Elegance. This one is You Make My Heart Happy. Some more Valentine stitches. You Make My Heart Happy. And it has the little heart with a little lattice in it, and then the little keys. And it has a beautiful finish with some like crochet or tatted lace right there, and a button. So cute. That one is really adorable. And of course it makes it backward when I put it up here, I think. But Homespun Elegance, You Make My Heart Happy. And it says it's the Token of Affection collection. That is so cute. And it also says it has finishing instructions on it. And it looks like it's done with, is it just 2 colors? I guess just 2 colors on there. Yep. So that one is very, very user-friendly. This one is Homespun Elegance. Love Always? Love Always. Homespun Elegance Plain and Fancy Collection, Love Always. And so it has the long here, Love Always. And then, or you can just do just the love. And it has just, looks like just used brick. So it's just the one color on it. And it says it's worked on, yeah, 30 count putty linen by Weeks Dye Works. So that is so pretty. Both really fast stitches. Really, really fast. And this one says it is, move this one out of the way here. Wondrous Love. Homespun Elegance. Wondrous Love. Look at the pretty script on that. I'm gonna try to get it where you can see all of it maybe for a second. So Homespun Elegance, Wondrous Love. So you can get a hold of your LNS if you're looking for it. And it's just 2 colors, it looks like, maybe. No, 4, let me see. 4 colors. It's on Oatmeal Java 30 count by R&R. Oh, they use blended, I guess. Blended floss. So they blended thread, I guess. So you can use blended thread, or you can do you can use over dyes, it says. So that one is beautiful. So these are some other beautiful Valentine stitches that are fabulous and fun and quick. There would be quick little stitches to get finished. I have been stitching on my In Full Glory and in my Health and Peace, and doing a little cooking and a little cleaning and all other kinds of fun things. And tomorrow I will shoot my regular floss tube tomorrow. So it will be a combo, regular floss tube and Vlogentines 5. So I will get on and do all the comments this afternoon because I haven't, my ear is still a little bit sore. Still a little bit puffy. It's really way better, but it's still not 100%. It's still a little weird. Huh? Maybe someday it'll be normal again. But I will do all the comments and stuff in the morning for from last week and everything. And we will have, what do we have for the giveaway? We have the owl. We have the blackbird owl, and I don't have my book over here, so I don't know anything. When I don't have my book, I don't know a thing. Y'all, if that book ever gets lost, I won't know a thing. So it'll be a sad, sad day. I can't remember. Oh well. But I will see y'all in the morning for my regular floss tube, and I'll see what I've stitched on this week and what I've been doing this week. And we'll do my shares for the charts and things. Shares on there. And I think that is all. So I will see y'all in the morning. Y'all have a great evening. Bye.